everybody, welcome back. This week we are vlogging garden updates, chicken stuff, and we got muscadine grapes from our own vine. All right, y'all, we have once again returned from Lowe's. I found a drain in my yard that was covered with grass. Didn't really know about that, but it's in the exact area where I want to expand my garden. So that's less than ideal. But I have a plan, because you know I always have a plan, to kind of just like wall off that drain area and put some like these things and then some gravel around. So we will see, y'all, how that works. It's definitely not like the best situation, but we've already committed resources to expanding the garden in that direction. It works for us right now. It's happening. Like there's absolutely no turning back now. Okay, let's bring this stuff to the backyard. Yeah, I have the baby monitor on me because Johnny Bean was getting a little drowsy downstairs, and I was like, okay, maybe we should try a little crib nap thing. But moving him up there, he's obviously woken up, so I'm just hoping that he falls back asleep. He just kind of plays himself out. But we do need to get better about him being able to get on a consistent nap schedule. I mean, none of this stuff has been necessary because I've been home on maternity leave. And then I am starting a remote internship program because I'm getting out of the army. But yeah, so my whole plan of when I was getting out and everything kind of got thrown off when I got pregnant. And we were trying to get pregnant. We just I didn't know if it was going to happen or when it was going to happen. So I just went ahead and with my plan to get out. And then when I finally got pregnant, they told me my due date. And it was literally a week before I was supposed to be out of the army. And I was like, that's not going to work because you have to clear and turn in all your gear and just do all these administrative steps, which I was not going to be able to do 1 week postpartum. And then if he was late, what happens with my health insurance? I basically just put in some paperwork to extend so that I could get all my maternity leave because I earned that. I enlisted in 2013, so been in the game for a minute and I've earned some damn maternity leave. Johnny's my first baby. I waited till I was 31 to have a baby, but then I didn't think that having a baby and waiting to the end of my career to have a baby should be a reason why I don't get an internship opportunity, because that's what people get when they get out. I was like, hey, can I do my maternity leave? And then as soon as I'm done with maternity leave, go into my internship program. And they were like, yeah. So I was like, I was totally shocked. I didn't think that that was going to work out, but it did. Because I've been home, I've been able to nap with him on me. We co-sleep. Fucking sue me. You know what I mean? Whatever, get over it. He's on a little pillow between us and nobody rolls on top of him. Nobody covers him up with a blanket. We've been doing this for months and he's fine. We're always together because we can be, and I love it so much. But as he gets older, I do want him to be on a more predictable, consistent nap schedule, because that's just going to make it easier for me to work from home and just have a predictable routine that we can both live with. So I am trying to do that right now, and it really sucks, but it is what it is. So everybody say hello to the ladies. They are currently picking at all of the stuff that we dug out of the garden bed. I think a bunch of bugs crawled in there, so they're probably just having themselves a real day. I'm gonna homeschool, so if you have any tips, please leave them in the comments, because I mean, I'm intelligent, I'm educated, but the more I lay awake at night thinking about homeschooling, I'm just I feel like there's a lot to it. And I'm not intimidated, and I am going to do it, at least for elementary school. But y'all gotta let me know, what am I not thinking about? And how much does it really cost? Because, you pay property taxes for public education, for the schools in your local area. But if you're not utilizing those things, I'm pretty sure the government doesn't give you some sort of tax break because you homeschool. So how much you guys paying for your curriculum? Do you use a curriculum? What do you do if they just finish high school super early? Or finish certain grades super early? How do you do sports, team sports with a homeschool kid? I'm really interested in all that stuff. So those of you who watch my channel and know about those things, don't feel like you're insulting my intelligence. Assume I know nothing, because I don't know a lot about it. Anyway, let's see what the boy's doing. Oh look, now he's just playing. Just playing, getting a little more independent. I just don't want him to feel like he'll get abandoned if he shows emotion. That's why I don't like the whole, oh, let him cry it out. Because it's well, what does that teach him, you don't get any do-overs with this whole parenting thing. I mean, you could have another kid, of course, but you don't get, what the hell? You don't get do-overs with the one that you got. This fence is so jank. We really need to replace it. I kind of want more of it to fall apart before we do that. But man, it's freaking close. But I'll tell you what, stay-at-home mom life is freaking where it's at, dude. I miss nothing about my old life, and I love being committed to my family. Okay, continuing on with the haul. We have some more mulch for a little sheet mulch experiment. And then we got 4 more cubic feet of topsoil. Different kind than we got the other day, because the other day all these bags were like from the bottom of the stack, and all the bags were freaking ripped. It was so annoying. So we didn't even bother getting any because like the bags were in such bad shape, but they had just restocked today, I think. So I got these nice intact bags where you know you're getting the cubic feet that it says you're getting. And this wagon is so heavy. Look at me right now. I'm really giving it my all. And I caved. I went in and checked on him. I just fed him one more time and that put him right out. So sometimes that little extra bit of milk just goes a million miles. What we're gonna do now, I guess I can just protect my little drain and put this soil down and we'll see where we end up. Yeah, little man is 100% knocked out. Sleeping like a rock. Just set that there. Boop. 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 So mayhaps you might have noticed that I didn't go all the way to the edge of the cardboard. You can see some of the cardboard peeking out. That's because I still have to put a border down, and I'm probably going to use the cardboard to kind of like mark where the border needs to be. And I'm not trying to give free topsoil to this invasive ass, like probably not from around here grass. I don't know what purpose grass really serves. Well, it's doing great. I make sure you're still breathing. If you're a mom, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I have some extra topsoil, so we're just gonna go ahead and put it in this bed. This process of refilling these garden beds and getting all the soil level nice and even is so relaxing. Like the other day when I was recording my last vlog, I was having a really good time doing this, and I could not figure out why. But I was just thinking about it, and this is like a gigantic Zen garden. That's essentially what's going on here. It's those little Zen gardens that corporate freaking desk jockeys have in their office. Like, if you're a corporate desk jockey, no offense, but like, you know what the deal is. We're a blue collar family, I guess, so I can make fun of you. Granted, the last 5 years of my career, I was the army equivalent of a corporate desk jockey, so whatever. It's all jokes. Anybody can get these jokes on the garden vlogs. Nobody watches this far into the videos anyway, so For all one of you that's still here watching me do my life-size Zen garden, what up? Anyway, one step that I didn't show on the last vlog that is really important to this process is watering this soil in. You don't want to make it so wet that it's just like soup in here, losing all your nutrients and junk. But watering it in adds a little bit of weight, kind of helps things come together, and will help your soil level settle a bit more quickly. So if it's like late in the winter and you're really in a hurry to get these things filled up, watering it in every time you put some soil in, it's a must. And you kind of want to clean off the edges here where you spilled soil, because you want your beds looking nice. These are decorative. I spent time staining these things and making them look all pretty. This is not my rain barrel system today. The rain barrel system is a contingency system, so I don't use it frivolously. I use it when it's full and I want to get rid of some of the water, and I use it to show you guys, and that's about it. It is once again Sunday Smokies. Alabama won. I think Army's 2-0. ASU beat Ole Miss last night. Totally nuts. Yeah, so today we are smoking meats. I just got done meal prepping a bunch of like sourdough Kodiak cakes for the week. I like to freeze those and then we just take them out in the morning and like pop them in the microwave for like a minute. And then we have pancakes all week. I think we're gonna harvest some muscadines today, so that's gonna be pretty cool. Very excited. And then yeah, I guess I'll just give you guys an update and show you around. Our okra plants are doing great. We harvested a bunch more okra, so I think I am going to be pickling them. We're on the move, we're on the move. Hold on, wait for me. Here we go. Oh yeah. We're waiting on I think we ordered an 1/8 of a cow from a friend who's got cows. He's got a little operation, so we're waiting on that. So in the meantime, we're still buying meat from Sam's Club, but that's just like, I call it the doom tube. It's a 10-pound freaking launch tube of beef. And sometimes we'll get that thing home and I'll just break it down into like 1-pound portions and then put it in a plastic baggie and some freezer wrap and throw it in the freezer or fridge or whatever so that we have like 1-pound portions. But you can't beat it because it's 90/10 beef at Sam's Club that comes out to like $4.60 a pound. That's better than what you're getting when you just buy the individual. So we just spend the time to do the individual ourselves. But today we just decided to take all 10 pounds and put it in the smoker. And we also have some bacon too, so we're gonna have bacon in this smoker a little later. But it's so good. And they heat up really well. Like, it's a good meal prep option for us. And then I've got some sourdough hamburger buns that I've been making. I've been making a lot of stuff with sourdough discards, so let me know in the comments if you want recipes. No change really over here. I still put the chicks in it periodically. They're getting really good at breaking out of it, so I kind of just need to go back to the drawing board with like reinforcing this and expanding the enclosed area to cover the new stuff. So anyway, sometimes I bring them out here, sometimes I don't. I finally weed whacked, but you can see our berry bushes. They're not producing berries right now, but it's fine. But they're doing really well. Like all of this old dead stuff, because my husband's parents came down from Wisconsin and they knew that we were planting berries, so they were like, oh, we'll bring you some berry bushes from our property. So they brought them down here, but like the trip really like did a number on them. But we planted them anyway and just pruned off as much of the dead stuff as was reasonable. And now we have all of this new growth and they look amazing. Like I was saying, I'm gonna do a quick Google search to make sure that we should be harvesting these grapes today. But golly, they look ready, you know? So our vines are new. We got 8 vines this year, or 6, something like that, and planted them. So we have grapes. We don't have a ton of grapes, but I still want to make like jelly and wine and stuff this year. I still want to learn how to do that. So we're going to pick what we have, and then I'm going to go see if there's like a you pick muscadine grape place. You know, like one of those places where you pay like however many dollars a pound. So I'm just going to go check it out and see if I can get, you know, whatever I can't get from here but like enough to make some wine and some jelly and just learn. Just get the rest from a U-pick place, and then next year when our vines are way bigger and we're producing more grapes, then I'll be ready to go. I cannot believe this is happening. I can't believe we are actually harvesting our grapes. This is so wild. But like, check these little guys out. These are Carlos muscadines. We got these vines literally this year. I'm just completely gagged. And I did some Googling and I found some places nearby that actually have like U-pick muscadines. So I'm super stoked about that. And I found some wine recipes that you can use even if you don't have a ton of grapes. Because some of them, they're like, oh, you need 60 pounds of grapes or whatever. And I don't know how many pounds of grapes I'm gonna get today. Maybe muscadines weigh a lot, but I just want something that's like easy, and I don't need a ton of grapes to do it. Oh, see you later, dude. We got a decent haul. This is what it looks like in our little harvest basket. Not bad. I mean, it's not like insane, but these vines aren't that big and they're so young. I'm just surprised we got anything. Earlier, we had a couple of homies fall off the vine, but they looked ripe. We ate one. It was delicious. So I just like stuck them in the freezer because I didn't want them to go bad. So I am going to put all of these other ones in the freezer too while we wait for our U-pick muscadine adventure. So stay tuned because I'm totally going to vlog that and it's going to be so much fun. I don't know if I'll bring Jordan with me or if I'll bring my friend Christina with me or just go by myself so I can vlog in public for the first time ever. I don't know how I feel about that. But like, I also didn't know how I felt about vlogging in the first place. I don't know if you guys remember the first time I ever turned the camera around and wasn't doing like a how-to video. It was just a me like trying shit out video. I was like, this is weird, but I got used to it. Vlogging in front of Jordan the first time was weird, but I got used to it. So it's like, might as well show some of the stuff. Ooh, did you hear that? Show some of the stuff we do out in public. But this is our muscadine haul, harvest, whatever. And I have a food scale here. That's what just squeaked. I mean, that god-awful noise. So we will see how much we got. 9.4 ounces of muscadines. So it's like a little over half a pound, which is crazy because they definitely feel heavier than that, but the scale don't lie, girl. That's what I always say. So we got like a little over a half pound of our very own grapes, which is awesome because whatever wine or jelly I make this year, it won't be all of our grapes, but some of it will be, and that's magical. And then, you know, next year it'll be more of our grapes until it's all of our grapes. I'm gonna put these in the freezer and we'll continue on with our smoked meats and whatever. If you guys wanna see more of that, you know, let me know in the comments and I'll bring you guys on our cooking adventures more. We have potato sprouts and cabbage sprouts coming. So like they're starting to germinate and poke through the ground. So hopefully next week I'll have more to show you on that front. But the planting that we did in the last vlog is working. Thank God. Okay guys, that's it as far as the vlog this week. So if you are new to the channel, like and subscribe and get all the updates of when I drop stuff. I'm consistent, but you definitely want to know when something's dropping so you can join in on the fun. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.